Morning, Azhar. Morning, Diljit. So this morning
Morning, Ollie.
we're joined by Diljit Brar from Goldix Investments, run Costa franchisee, one of the largest franchisees in the country. So thank you. And Azhar from Casper's, CEO and founder of Casper's Desserts, who run and operate dessert parlours around the country, and also deal in franchising out the business throughout the country as well to individuals. So just joined by you both this morning just to have a bit of an informal, relaxed chat about your business. Obviously, food and beverage, the industry's been hit pretty hard over the past 9 months or so since lockdown. I just thought it'd be really interesting to get some thoughts on you, to understand how your business is going, what you've been doing to adapt in the current market and to continue to make your businesses successful.
So
How are you, Azhar? Anyway, you good?
Yeah, good. Yeah, been really busy, to be honest with you. Working on a lot of things. Last 6 months have been incredibly busy.
Oh, really? Fantastic.
Yeah, so
Great. Well,
in terms of growth, anyway, we've been opening up quite a few shops.
yeah, I've seen. Yeah.
Yeah, so that it's been really good on that front.
So the demand's still there.
I think people are starting to come out again now. For 6 months they were kind of back in their shell. Everything just first 6 months we lost everything, to be honest with you. People who wanted they pulled back, but now I think the people that are fed up now, they just want to start doing things again. And I think it's somewhat changing. So a lot of emphasis going towards deliveries and stuff now, which is picked up dramatically this year. Dramatically, it was going up by 10-15% every year anyway.
Okay.
But it's given it a big push this year around. So yeah. So
are you doing your own delivery services, or are you using Uber Eats and Deliveroo, or?
Yeah. At the moment, just Uber Eats, but I'm talking to a couple of companies that provide drivers. So you have your own platform for delivery, so people can order through you, and you use the third-party drivers. So I'm in discussions with them at the moment. So we might be launching that in maybe next coming 6 months or something.
And I guess that works better on the margins, does it?
Yeah, margins work out much better because you're not using your own drivers. So, and you only give them about 10%.
Okay.
Yeah, so at the most you lose is 15%, so that's half.
Even after this is all over, when Corona's all settled and the vaccines are all in play, I think delivery services is going to grow and grow and grow, and people are just getting lazier and lazier. It's easy for them to just pick up the phone or go on the internet, stick an order in, and it gets delivered to the house. You pay an extra £2-3, but people are just getting more and more used to that. So it is.
Do you find people?
Effect though to stores as well. I think retail on the high street will become tougher and harder, and maybe you might need smaller stores, because if people are having takeaway services, you might not need so much space in your stores. So rents in the high street will start to come down as well. That's what I expect. They've already been tumbling, but it'll probably speed that up a bit more as well.
Yeah, I mean, this year we've opened up 5 dark kitchens, so just delivery platforms, and we've got 4 shops opening up, so which are small shops. They're only for takeaway and delivery only, so no seating. So that's how we've adapted, really, on the progress. So although we're opening up normal restaurants as well, but at the same time we've got quite a lot of takeaway and delivery.
Just on delivery, yeah.
Yeah,
sure. That's really interesting. That's really interesting. Do you find that the spend is higher because it's on a delivery and they're paying a delivery charge? They think, oh well, I get a bit more because to make the delivery worthwhile.
It's hard to say. Reason being is because they're ordering in a household, so we don't know whether they're ordering for one person or whether they're ordering for 2 people or 3 people. But our average spend on that is probably about £15, give or take. Whereas in shop, our spend is about £12 on an average. So it is, if you look at it like that, yeah, it is a little bit more.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah,
and for you doing it as well?
In the Costa business, similar. The the average ticket price at the moment on a Costa takeaway is this week was £12.18. So that's shot up a lot. If you imagine when they started the trials and time gone by, the average ticket price was £7. So it's gone up from £7 to £12 something, and over a period of about 4 months. So people are getting more and more used to deliveries, and they're getting used to spending a lot more money as well.
Yeah, that's really interesting. And obviously before lockdown, and you were able to or lockdown part 2, you were able to open up. What was business like then? Because obviously with social distancing and things like that, was we trading well still?
I think Costas were closed in the first lockdown for quite a few months. But what we found was that deliveries was picked up very well. In fact, I think last lockdown we did much better than what we're doing right now. Difference being is that kids were off school, so the parents were at home. They couldn't go out. All these shops were closed. Your B&Qs, home bases, telcos. So builders wasn't working. There was no construction going on. So basically, everybody was at home. So therefore, you're bored, aren't you? Really and truly speaking. And if you're bored, then you're
buy the kids with sugar.
So people on furlough as well. But whereas this year around, it's a lockdown, but it's technically not a lockdown because school, colleges, everything is still open. So kids are not there sitting at home, so they're not going to be ordering during the weekdays. Parents are back to work, offices are working. Either they're working from home or even going into the offices now. So it's not like last lockdown. Last lockdown actually was really good for us. It wasn't bad. People done good money on deliveries last time around. This time now, it hasn't been like that.
Yeah, on the Costa side of it, Ollie, we were shut for best part of 4 months, and even then after that, we came out in stage openings, and it took a while. And then for the supply chain for sort of 2,500 stores, it took a long time to get up and running properly. A couple of the big suppliers who used to make the paninis and sandwiches went bankrupt during the process in the lockdown period. So the food supply it's not a full food supply even now. It was getting back to normal. And as we came through August, September, the Eat Out, Help Out scheme that boosted everybody and things looked good. We were actually up over and above the same period last year in August and September. And now with this new lockdown, it's down. The company as a whole, throughout the cost of business, is trading somewhere around 80%. But we've been a lot better. We're trading about 90%, minus 10% of last year's numbers, which is good for takeaway only traffic. And as I said, there's a lot more people out and about, so people are still coming to store takeaway, and delivery service is just rocketing. Plus 44% on delivery. Big uplift. And
you just see that trend continuing, really.
Yeah, it'll when things do get back to normal and people can sit in, it will drop off. But when we look where we started off a few months ago, I think that trend will be on for forever now. People have got used to having deliveries, and some people don't like to go out. They'd rather have it, especially in the winter months. It's cold and wet outside. Why do you want to go out when you can have it delivered? And friends from brands like KFC and McDonald's, they've just, it's just gone crazy. Their sales are rocketed. They're doing more now than they were pre people having food delivered to the house, especially KFC.
Really, that's interesting. That's interesting. I mean, from a consumer point of view, I mean, where I live geographically, it doesn't really work. So I think it's very. I mean, obviously, your stores are located in areas where the footfall is high, and you've got high density population nearby. So I guess that kind of figures from my point of view, and I guess a large proportion of the country and the population, you're not within a deliverable distance of a lot of these stores. So I guess, I don't know, geographically it changes.
Yeah, it is growing. Delivery will be everywhere within a year. It'll be pretty much everywhere. Probably 75, 80, 90% of the country will be covered by then. Even our stores, we've got 50 odd Costa stores now, and only 14 of them are on the delivery service right now. Another 8 are being added. Deliveroo coming in the next couple of weeks, and we'll get to probably about 50%. But it's growing all the time. It's shortage of drivers at the moment for most of these guys.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay. Well, thank you again. Really kind of you both. And perhaps we can catch up again sometime soon.
Yeah.